I once heard somebody say that a quiet Christian is the best kind of Christian. Or in other words, it's okay for you to be a Christian, but don't talk to anyone else about it. And it makes me wonder, what if all Christians hid from others? Imagine if the very first Christians just blended in. We wouldn't be here today, and no one would know the good news.
100 years ago, in a dark pub in the small Scottish fishing village of Port Knocky, several men were sitting quietly drinking at tables and around the bar. Out of nowhere, in walked a man who, rather than drinking, started to tell everyone about God. The only person who showed any interest was a man called George Wood. He stood transfixed by what he heard, and he gave his life to Jesus that night. If that man had never gone into that pub, George would never have heard about God's love. But what's more, George would never have been able to then tell his children, including his son David, about Jesus. If David had never been told about Jesus, how could he then tell his own daughter Dorothy? And Dorothy is the mother of our own very lovable and very animated Jason Ballard. So if it wasn't for that man's courage in that pub all those years ago, Jason might not know how amazing Jesus truly is, or be sharing him with us today.
Now, I've never met my great-grandpa George before, or the man who told him about Jesus. But I've been thinking, what if he decided to keep his mouth closed about his faith? Then I might not know God today. Where did this deep passion to tell others come from?